Yeah. See, too many people want to win, but they too busy celebrating and taking their time. But I already know I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'ma get it now, though. I'm not slowing down, though. Coming for that crown, though. Crown, though. Been a minute, but a minute now. Killing everybody when they wanna bring me down. And I got it cause I'm all alone in the studio. I don't need nobody trying to play a role. No turnaround time when I make my shit. Everything I do will underrate my shit. Better know the game can't date my shit. Like 20 more years they gon' play my shit. Goddamn, moving with the plan. Started out and nobody would ever understand till they heard about the money that was coming in. Shout out to the people who been showing all their friends. You know I've been locked in, never stopping. On the drop in, now flopping. Never rocking with the rap king. All the fans got my back, never lacking. In my free time I reply, never slacking. Ayy, told myself I'd find a way. 2013 it would laugh every day. They ever show love in my way. I was excited.
Okay guys, so I don't know how well you can hear me right now because I have the helmet on. I don't want to take it off because my hair is just absolutely wild. But I've been out here riding around for a little while. I'm actually up here by this cornfield, like in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there's some stuff over there, but I don't know what that is. Camper or something. But I just kind of wanted to talk about this bike, like what it is, how I got it. So for the last year or so, I had been trying to get myself a dirt bike or just any type of something to ride around. But specifically I wanted a dirt bike. And a few weeks back, I was with a buddy of mine, Quincy, Big Brown, whatever, however he wants to be known. And he told me that a friend of his was selling a 2000 xr100. So for those of you who know nothing about anything, that's Honda. So yeah, it's red. It's the red one. And initially he said he wanted 700 bucks for it. And you know me, I'm not making anything off YouTube and I'm making minimum wage at my job. So I was like, I don't have $700. So for the next week or so, I talked to this guy about getting this bike. And he was very generous and sold it to me for $500. And for those of you who have ever tried to buy a bike, you can't find a running motorcycle or a dirt bike or four-wheeler for $500. It's unheard of. If you do find it for $500 or less, it's probably not running or not worth the crap. And this is a great bike, seriously. Like, I taught myself how to ride. My dad had no experience with it. Nobody I was really like that was able to teach me all the time had any experience with it. So thanks to YouTube, I actually taught myself how to ride, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so I don't know how that little montage went. I was gonna try and make a little montage of stuff, and eventually I'll make a wheelie montage, but right now all I can do is little baby clutch ups, and it's not really that impressive yet, so I'm gonna keep that to myself for now. But yeah guys, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of this video, but I'm gonna go ride around for a little bit longer, and then I'll pick back the I'll pick the camera back up and we'll see what we're gonna do. Also, this helmet's kind of small and it squeezes my face. I came out here to just kind of talk and like make bits for the video, and I came out here, it's warm and there's not really much wind. The grill's on, it smells freaking amazing out here. And I just realized that like, we're getting into fall. Like, school started, I'm back in school, football's going on. I mean, I'm not playing because I'm lazy, but like, it's fall time. I mean, the freaking grill's on. We got the grill on, gonna make steaks and all types of stuff, and I'm sitting out here on the deck, and it's just, I don't know. I'm catching a lot of good vibes right now, and I'm just gonna chill here. Even though it's a little bit warm, it's like 90. We're just hanging out, we're hanging out. But I came here to talk about because, you know, I just got done riding a little bit ago. I went inside, cooled off, because I was like, I was wet. That's how hot it is outside. And I do want to make a video sometime soon where I teach my buddy Gresham how to ride, or try to teach him how to ride. I think that could be amusing, mainly because he has no experience on two wheels at all. So he'd be exactly like me when I started, and when I started it was amusing. I crashed right when I got it. Like, people brought it to me to buy it from them, and they were like, you can try and ride it, and I was like, look, I'll try and ride it, but I don't have any history. I was like, I don't have any history riding bikes, and they were like, okay, that's fine, just try it, just try and get around. They were like, second gear's a little jumpy. I didn't know what a little jumpy was on a bike, and so, you know, me getting on the bike for the first time, I did alright starting. Front wheel only came up a little bit, a little too much throttle coming off the clutch, and I got down to the yard and I was kind of moving. I wanted to try and see if I could shift it, or if it shifted right before I bought it. Because no, it's only $500, but $500 is still a lot of money. And so I shifted it, and we went into second, and I got moving. I was flying, and I was coming up to a fence in my yard, and so I kind of bailed. I went to grab the clutch, didn't really work very well. I started to panic. Didn't realize where couldn't find the rear brake, so I just grabbed the front brake and laid it down, and then I was laying on my side in the yard. I was alright, but that was the first time that I rode a bike, and so I do want to try and teach Caden how to ride, but teach Caden in a way that he won't hurt himself, because he's an athlete, and there's people walking down my road and they definitely think I'm crazy because I'm out here talking to myself. It's alright, just wait a second while they walk by. They're in my yard, bro. What am I gonna do? It's not good. Anyways, they're walking away now. But I want to teach him and legitimately teach him and keep him safe. He's a student athlete, so I don't want to get him hurt, but I know he has interest in the bikes and stuff, and so why not teach him how to ride before he goes out and buys one on his own? We need to talk a little bit about this solar eclipse real quick, because the city that I live in I live about an hour north of Kansas City, Missouri, and it is in the direct path of the solar eclipse. So there are supposed to be people coming in from all over the world this weekend to witness the eclipse from what we can in our backyard, which is kind of crazy because we're not a small city by any means, but we're not a tourist destination. I mean, we're in Missouri. There's not really a whole lot that you come to Missouri for, except for the Arch and St. Louis, and I don't know, maybe the Royals, if you're a Royals fan that's from out of town, but other than that, you don't really come to this area. And so there's supposed to be a bunch of people coming to little town in Missouri, and I don't think our city's ready for it. It might just be hyped up. I think it might be a little bit hyped up, but if it's actually supposed to be as crazy as people say it is, then I don't know. There's talk about how we're gonna lose power. We're not gonna have power, so we should have food in our houses that is non-perishable. How we're going to go without AC, and it's gonna be like 95, so we're gonna toast. And talking about how our cell service is gonna go out because our city isn't prepared for as much cell phone usage as there's gonna be, so we're not gonna have cell service. We're not gonna have power. I mean, we're gonna go back in time, if you want to think about it like that. We're gonna go back in time to a time before everything.
What up?
What's up? I realized I should have recorded you earlier when you were learning how to ride.
No.
Why not? I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I got distracted and ended up going inside. So instead of going back and checking footage to see what I was talking about, we're just gonna move on. Again, I don't really know what we're gonna do for the rest of the video. I've kind of done all the talking that I'd like to do for this, and hopefully I can find something interesting that's gonna happen, because for now, I mean, we're just hanging out. Yeah, I'm sure I'll make a video during the solar eclipse and just all the craziness that's going on. Hopefully it's as crazy as we think it is, because if not, it's just gonna be really disappointing. And yeah, so I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay guys, so after I edited up that all those clips and stuff, it actually was a decent length video, and I realized that it's kind of hard to keep people's attention for more than 10 minutes, so this video will be about 9.5, so I think we're good. Yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and as I said, I will make a cooler montage of me actually riding the bike once I get more comfortable on it and I can do cooler stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.